Welcome to the latest episode of Crimson Conversations. This week I decided to ask the locker room what was their favorite match of all time. I'm going to go ahead and start this time. This match was what everything that wrestling is all about. My favorite wrestling match of all time was WrestleMania 7, the career-ending match, The Ultimate Warrior versus the Macho King Randy Savage. They told the perfect story.
All-time favorite match. Before I answer that, I'm going to do an honorable mention because this is one of my favorite matches. It's not my all-time favorite, but it's up there. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, SummerSlam, in the cage, honorable mention. But my favorite match of all time is The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25. Greatest match ever.
All-time favorite? Ric Flair, Steamboat, and Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels in the Iron Man match. Those are the two I can watch every day.
Every day. Any particular reason?
They were long. They were non-stop action the whole time. That's what I wanted.
So, favorite all-time match, easy, WrestleMania 3, Ricky, Steamboat, Randy Savage. When I watched it as a kid, I thought it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. I thought they were going all over the place. About 10 years later, I'm in the business, kind of know what's going on, and all they're doing is fundamentals. Like half hour, it's just fundamental wrestling. They're grappling, and they have the entire Pontiac Silverdome on the edge of their feet, on the edge of their seats. Everybody at home is going nuts. It's pure simplification. You don't have to go out there and go nuts. If you can do the basics and keep psychology in it, you'll have a great match every single time.
Hey, Dahlia here. My favorite match is a hard question, but it would probably have to be Savage versus Steamboat. I'm a big Macho Man fan, and I love how he would choreograph from A to Z his matches, and he really digested it properly, and I love how he delivered.
All-time favorite match, mine would have to be Ultimate Warrior, Randy Savage, WrestleMania 7. That's what wrestling to me is all about, the drama, the story, everything that happened behind it, the fact that a guy doesn't have to win in order to win. So that's my favorite match of all time.
Nate Ross here. My favorite wrestling match would probably be Austin Rock at WrestleMania 15. That's my favorite. Just the chemistry between those two, you could see that was their first encounter at WrestleMania, and you could see they'd already had a bunch of matches by that point, but you could really see the elevation of what was about to come to probably one of the greatest matches of all time. That was them at WrestleMania 17, which is just a classic, flawless match. But mine is WrestleMania 15, Austin Rock.
I'd have to say my favorite wrestling match. Out of a lot of people, there's two, Jazz and Athena. Jazz brought me in. I understand the concept of flowing through without having to call everything. And with Athena, we brought the best out of each other. We actually had chemistry, and she allowed me to go full throttle, and I allowed her to go full throttle. So some of the best matches were with some of those great women. Thanks.
All right, so the question is my favorite match of all time. I'm old, so I mean I can go back. I can go back some, but I would have to say Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It was all their matches they had. I mean, from the beginning to all the way to their last match. I mean, every match just went up, and I mean it's just straight clinic. You want to learn how to do a match and everything. You watch Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So that's Mr. B's favorite match of all time.
Thank you. All right, Michael Faith, you got an answer?
My favorite match of all time.
Is Michael Faith versus Michael Faith.
Nah, I mean,
Michael Faith versus Lance White was a pretty good match.
that was a lot of fun. I have a lot, but my favorite guys to wrestle are guys who do like the Japanese style. And like world-class championship wrestling. Those were my favorite things to watch growing up. So you could pretty much pick any Kevin Von Erich match, and it's about anything from Japan. I know that's kind of a vague answer, sorry.
That's cool.
Trying to think of somebody to give you, but I just watched one the other day. It was Kevin Von Erich and Kerry Von Erich versus Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez, and I thought that was phenomenal. So that would be one of them. So
Yeah.
sorry to be vague, but
That's cool, man.
That's the best thing I got for you. I love wrestling, so I watch it all the time.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
My favorite match of all time has got to be the first Undertaker-Shawn Michaels match. But that didn't have you on the edge of your seat for almost the entire time. I don't know what's wrong. You ain't human. Because that was a damn good match.
Favorite wrestling match of all time has got to be Owen Hart and Bret Hart at WrestleMania. Two brothers going head to head, toe to toe, seeing who's going to have the family title. And man, they took it to the limit. They went almost 20, 30 minutes, whatever it was. But man, I got blown up watching it myself. But those are two guys that come from a strong family. Too bad Owen was taken too early. And Bret Hart, God bless, he's doing good. He beat prostate cancer, or is in the process of beating prostate cancer. Two legends in the past that I admire to this day.
And also, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, because wrestling.
RCW, I've been asked who's my favorite match of all time. I have to go with Unbreakable 2008, I believe, or 2009. TNA's AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels triple threat for the X division title. That's the day I realized that I need to start taking wrestling serious and start, going to training and stuff. So, yeah, that match was so memorable, ridiculous. RCW, what's your favorite match? Tell us and let us know.